asked to begin with a poem, so that's what I'm going to do. This is called The Transition. No need for apologies now. The night is full of clamour, and whereas before you were carrying your luggage bags, now they have safely arrived. Here, forgetting is expected in place of dreams, and in the traces of control that remain, all weight is to be let go. Here is a place where all promises are kept. I tell you that, although you won't remember. I will repeat it. Remember that. This panel is on the subject of arts and social change. It takes place in the context of an increasingly globalized world. We all take part in one world. We feel ever more connected. We're invited to connect, to collaborate, and to commit in a process of change reaction. And we're invited to speak about the arts and social change. The first point I want to make is that social change is something extremely difficult. It's something that requires a full engagement and something that requires a struggle. We've already heard that some of the most innovative movements in the Philippines and in Brazil were born out of social protest and social struggle. And I wouldn't want to give the impression, or for you to go away with the impression, that the arts are something cuddly and nice and friendly, which will help us all stay together and be friendly to one another. That's not at all what is required. We live in the context of a global economic crisis, a global crisis of imagination, if I dare say. It seems to me there's a catastrophic lack of imagination for alternative ways to live, and if the artist has one importance in today's society, is precisely to enable us to both imagine alternative ways of ordering the way we carry on in the world, and also to provide the imaginative resources to fully engage and identify with that process. In my own work, I try and achieve that, what I would call locally, but in fact encompasses the whole of Europe. That is to say that if we're to have real political if we're to make real political progress in the world, if we're to have a history that we create and write ourselves, I believe we have to do it at a transnational level, working with international partners. But to do that, we shouldn't just think it's a matter of Gordon Brown or whoever our leader is going and sitting in a room with his compatriots from, or rather his equivalent numbers from other countries. It's a matter of changing the whole way we imagine ourselves in society and the communities we consider ourselves to be part of. That's a difficult process. One that requires struggle from the bottom up. And it seems to me that the artist's role is to provide the resources with which people from the bottom up can begin to construct themselves a new world, to begin to construct a world that is one and feels together and acts together in everybody's interests. And I don't think that's something that has anywhere near been achieved yet, despite the fact we're told again and again that it is. Rather, what has happened is that we've started to have the opportunity to achieve that. I'm now going to read the poem one last time, because I said I would repeat it. No need for apologies now. The night is full of clamour, and whereas before you were carrying your luggage bags, now they have safely arrived. Here, forgetting is expected in place of dreams, and in the traces of control that remain, all weight is to be let go. Here is a place where all promises are kept. I tell you that, although you won't remember. I will repeat it. Remember that.